George Osborne spent an hour telling us why things are going so well, and then David Miliband spent half an hour telling us why things are going so badly. And in between these two, the Chancellor giveth and the Chancellor taketh away. He gave to savers. The first £1,000 of interest earned on bank and building society accounts from next year won't be taxable, and the 20% tax that's deducted by most banks and building societies at the moment won't be in future. That £1,000 is reduced to £500 for high rate taxpayers. ISAs will become much more flexible. You can put money in and take it back out in the same year without it affecting your annual allowance. There'll be a new Help to Buy ISA for first time buyers. People trying to save a deposit for a house. Every £200 that you invest in an ISA, you'll get £50 back from the government. Great news for savers. Couples will need to be aware of how they distribute income and investments between themselves so they benefit best from these new changes. These changes have to be paid for, and they're paid for in part by higher earners who'll see a reduction in their lifetime pension allowance from 1.25 million to 1 million. They'll be paid for in part by the banks because there'll be a new levy paid by banks, and also compensation, PPI compensation payments that are made won't be allowable and offsettable as a corporation tax expense for banks, which they currently are. All in all, it was a grandstand performance by the Chancellor, very clever scriptwriter, but it was a political budget, it wasn't an economic budget. He had both eyes very firmly on the election in a few weeks' time.